Sometimes in life, we keep saying, I'll do it later, or I'll start tomorrow. We tell ourselves, there's still time. What's the rush? But this small habit slowly steals our dreams and goals. In today's world, full of distractions, endless scrolling, and constant notifications, it's easier than ever to lose track of time without even realizing it. Time isn't just what ticks on a clock. Time shapes our destiny, our future. The one who respects time climbs to the top of success, and the one who wastes it burns in the fire of regret. So if you also don't want to miss the opportunities life offers you, then listen to this story with full attention. It's not just a story, it's a warning. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a boy who was extremely lazy. He would always delay important tasks, and because of that, he started falling behind in his studies and life. His family and teachers tried to make him understand the importance of time, but he never listened. He wasn't worried about his future at all and kept wasting his time on useless things. One day, a wise man visited the village. He was well known for his knowledge and wisdom. Many people came to meet him and learn from him. The lazy boy thought, if I can get some guidance from this wise man, maybe I can become successful like my friends. One day, he saw the wise man talking with some people in the park. After the crowd left, the boy went to him and said, "Please help me. I feel like a failure. I am behind everyone, my friends, my classmates. I want to become the best. Please tell me what I can do to move forward." The wise man looked at him kindly and said, "My child, you feel lost because you don't value time. You keep postponing your work and waste precious moments. Let me tell you a story that might help you understand the value of time." The boy listened carefully as the wise man began. Long ago, there was a kind and generous king. He loved his people and always helped them. One day, he met an old friend who had once been his classmate. Now, that friend was poor, jobless, and had lost all respect in society. He always blamed others for his bad luck and never took responsibility for his problems. The king recognized him and felt sad. He called him close and asked about his life. The friend sighed and said, "Your Majesty, I don't understand why people think I'm useless. Whenever I apply for a job, they reject me. People say I don't complete tasks on time. I don't know what to do now." The king thought for a while and then said, "Let's make a deal. Before sunset today, you may take as much gold and jewels from my royal treasury as you want, and whatever you collect will be yours." The friend was overjoyed. He thanked the king and ran home to tell his wife. She was excited too and said, "Go quickly, bring back the treasure." But he replied, "I can't go now. I'm really hungry. Let me eat first." His wife quickly prepared food, and he ate slowly, thinking he still had plenty of time. After eating, he felt sleepy. He thought, "I'll take a quick nap and go to the palace afterward." He fell into a deep sleep, dreaming of becoming rich. 2 hours later, his wife woke him up. It was still afternoon, so he got angry at her for waking him up too early. He grabbed a few sacks and started walking toward the palace. But the sun was strong and he felt very hot. He thought, "Let me rest under this tree for a while, then I'll continue." He sat down and the breeze was soft and pleasant. Within moments, he fell asleep again, but this time the sleep was deeper. When he finally woke up, it was evening. The sun had already set. Panicking, he ran toward the palace, but it was too late. The doors were shut. He had missed his chance. He stood there full of regret. He had lost everything, not because of bad luck, but because he didn't value time. After finishing the story, the wise man looked at the boy. The boy was silent. He had understood his mistake. Feeling ashamed, he thanked the wise man and promised to change. He finally realized that time is priceless, and once it's gone, it never comes back. He went home and started working hard. He stopped delaying and began finishing his work on time. Slowly, he started seeing success. His family and friends began respecting him, and he became happier and more confident. In real life, too, time is more valuable than gold. It's our most precious asset. Time is limited, so we must use it wisely. My grandfather used to say something very meaningful. Only those who ignore time will understand its true value, but sadly, only after facing hardship. There's a famous saying, if you value time, time will value you. But if you waste time, time will destroy your life. You can achieve anything if you use your time properly, but if you waste it, you will lose your chances and live with regret. A passenger who misses a train by 1 minute understands the value of a minute. A student who fails an exam knows the value of a year. Those who value time can achieve anything in life, but those who waste it fail. Use your time wisely. Spend precious moments with your family, enjoy time with your friends, and work hard to reach your dreams and goals. Only then will you truly live a complete and meaningful life. If you like this story, give it a like and leave a comment. It helps more people see it. I'll be back soon with another inspiring story. Till then, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward in life.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we crack open compelling sources for the insights that really matter. Now, let's be honest for a second. How many times have you caught yourself saying, I'll do it later, or maybe I'll start tomorrow?
Happens all the time.
Mm.
Right? It's almost second nature for a lot of us.
It really is. We tell ourselves, there's still time, what's the rush? But this habit, it seems small, kind of innocuous. It's actually, it's a silent thief. Slowly, almost without us noticing, it steals our dreams, our goals.
And today, well, it's even tougher. With the endless scrolling, the constant notifications.
Oh, definitely. 1,000 things grabbing for our attention. It's just so easy to lose track of time and, crucially, not even realize what it's costing us. So today we're getting into the price of procrastination, a timeless lesson.
Yeah.
And this isn't just about, the clock ticking. It's about understanding how time fundamentally shapes our destiny, our future.
Yeah.
Our mission here is to really unpack the true cost, the hidden cost of putting things off, not just morally, but behaviorally, psychologically.
And what's really striking in the source material is how it puts it. It says, the one who respects time climbs up, but the one who wastes it, well, they burn in the fire of regret.
Oof. That's strong language.
It is. But it's meant to be a stark warning. It really hits on a core psychological truth.
Yeah.
Time is, it's absolutely our most precious resource. It doesn't renew. And how we handle it or, disrespect it, that can genuinely lead to that awful fire of regret.
Mm-hmm.
It often comes from something behavioral science calls present bias.
Present bias,
Yeah.
Prioritizing now over later.
Exactly. So our journey today is really to unpack this story. It's not just a tale, it's a critical warning, kind of showing us the mechanics behind why we tend to put things off.
Absolutely. And to really get into this, the source starts with this very clear picture. Once upon a time, small village, there's this boy who is extremely lazy.
Right?
Always putting off important tasks. So naturally, he's falling behind in school, in life generally. His family, his teachers, they tried repeatedly, tried to make him see how important time was, but nope, he just didn't listen.
He was sort of disconnected from his own future, wasn't he?
Completely. Choosing instead to waste time on, as the source puts it, useless things, not worried about what's coming.
That starting point is so relatable for many people, that boy's behavior. It perfectly shows what we sometimes call the planning fallacy.
Explain that a bit.
It's that tendency we all kind of have to underestimate how long a task will actually take.
Key.
Or, in his case, maybe not even planning for it at all. He wasn't just lazy in the simple sense. He was disconnected from the future results of what he was doing right now.
Mm.
He had what psychologists might call an external locus of control.
Meaning he blamed things outside himself.
Pretty much. Blaming circumstances,
Yeah.
luck, whatever, instead of seeing his own role, his own agency in the situation.
Right. Okay, so then comes this turning point. A wise man visits the village, famous for his knowledge, his wisdom. People are flocking to him. And our lazy boy, seeing his own failures contrasted with his friend's successes, he has this moment of clarity, or maybe desperation. He thinks, okay, if I can just get some guidance from this guy, maybe I can turn things around.
A flicker of hope there.
Yeah. So he goes up to the wise man feeling like a total failure, behind everyone, and he's desperately looking for a way forward to become the best.
And the wise man's response is fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it's so direct. No beating around the bush. He just looks at the boy kindly and says, "My child, you feel lost because you don't value time. You keep postponing your work and waste precious moments." Bam.
Right to the heart of it.
Exactly. It immediately calls out the core problem. And it highlights something important. Often, feeling lost or stuck isn't about lacking ability. It's about misunderstanding or, well, misusing our most valuable asset, time.
Yeah, it really does cut through. So from there, the wise man offers not a lecture, which is interesting, but a story to help the boy truly understand the value of time.
Using narrative as a teaching tool. Very effective.
And this is where our deep dive really gets going. We're about to hear the core lesson through this powerful story about a king and his friends. Well, tragic missed opportunity. Okay, so the wise man starts his tale. Long ago, there was this king. Kind, generous, loved his people, seems like a good ruler.
And one day, this king bumps into an old friend. Someone he knew from way back, maybe school days. But the friend's situation now, it's critical to the story. The source says he's poor, jobless, lost all respect.
Yeah, sounds rough.
And here's a key trait. He always blamed others for his bad luck and never took responsibility for his problems.
There's that external locus of control again.
Exactly. It's not just color. It's setting up the choices he's about to make. He's the perfect example of the mindset the lazy boy needs to escape. Lack of agency. Blaming the world.
Makes sense. So the king, seeing his old friend like this, feels sad, calls him over, asks him what's going on, and the friend just sighs, pours out his troubles. "Your Majesty, I don't get it. Why does everyone think I'm useless? I apply for jobs, they reject me. People say I don't finish things on time. I don't know what to do."
You hear that, right? There's a glimmer of self-awareness. People say I don't complete tasks on time. But he hasn't really owned it.
Yeah, it's like he sees the symptom, but not the cause within himself.
Precisely. He's still framing it as other people's perceptions. Why people think I'm useless. It's a fascinating psychological barrier. He sees the pattern, but doesn't internalize it as his doing.
Makes you think, how often do we do that? Recognize a symptom, but not the root cause in ourselves, or not take ownership.
That's a really sharp question. True self-awareness can be tricky.
So the king, being incredibly generous, offers him this. I mean, it's a truly life-changing chance. No strings, really, except one big one. He says, "Okay, let's make a deal. Before sunset today, go to my royal treasury. Take as much gold, as many jewels as you want. Whatever you collect is yours."
Wow. Just imagine that offer.
Unlimited access. Just got to get it done before sunset. That's the crucial condition. Immovable.
The scale of that opportunity is just immense. It's not a small favor. It's a complete life reset button. And this is where the real test begins. His character, his relationship with time, it's all about to be laid bare. The reward is massive, which makes what happens next, well, even more telling about that present biases.
You'd think he'd run, right, not walk, run. And he was overjoyed at first, thanked the king profusely, ran home, told his wife. She naturally gets super excited. Go quickly, bring it all back.
Makes sense. Urgent opportunity.
But here it comes, the procrastination cascade, his reply. "I can't go now. I'm starving. Let me eat first."
Oh, boy. There's the first delay.
Yeah.
Classic immediate gratification.
Exactly. A basic need, hunger, prioritized over this unbelievable time-sensitive, future-changing task.
And then he eats slowly, the source notes, thinking he still had plenty of time. That's that planning fallacy again, isn't it? Plus, just massively underestimating the deadline.
Totally. Creating this false sense of security, like time is infinite, not ticking away.
Believing there's always more time. A dangerous trap.
And it just gets worse. After eating, what happens? He feels sleepy.
Oh,
His thought, okay, quick nap, then I'll go to the palace. And he falls into a deep sleep, dreaming of being rich.
The irony is just, wow, he's literally dreaming of the outcome.
While actively avoiding the steps needed to get there.
It perfectly shows that trap of procrastination.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking takes the place of actual work. It feels good to dream, but it achieves nothing.
So 2 hours later, his wife wakes him up, probably frantic by now.
You'd hope he'd be grateful, right? Like, oh my God, thank you.
Nope, he gets angry at her. "Why'd you wake me up so early? It's still afternoon. Plenty of time."
That reaction.
Yeah.
It shows how deep the denial is.
Yeah.
He's completely detached from the urgency, maybe even cognitive dissonance,
Hmm.
rejecting the reality because it conflicts with his comfortable belief that time is on his side.
Incredible. So, okay, even after that, he eventually grabs some sacks, starts walking towards the palace, finally making a move.
Better late than never.
Hmm.
Or maybe not.
Wow. The sun's strong now. He feels hot. And that thought process kicks in again. Feel hot. Let me just rest under this tree for a bit. Then I'll definitely continue.
Another justification for delay, seeking comfort.
He sits down, nice breeze, and bam, asleep again. And the source says this time it was a deeper sleep.
That third delay, that deeper sleep, it
Yeah.
feels ominous. It tragically seals his fate. Each excuse, each underestimation of time, it just builds. It's such a clear picture of how small, seemingly harmless delays compound.
Yeah, it wasn't one huge mistake, was it?
No, it was a series of small, incremental failures, each one chipping away at his chance, pulling him deeper into inaction. It wasn't analysis paralysis or anything fancy, just avoidance, comfort seeking.
And then, the inevitable. It arrives with such clarity, it's heartbreaking. He finally wakes up, it's evening, the sun has already set.
Oh, the sinking feeling that must have caused.
Panic sets in, he runs toward the palace, but
Yeah.
too late. The doors are shut.
Missed his chance.
Completely. He just stood there, filled with regret, lost everything. And the source makes it crystal clear. Not because of bad luck, but because he didn't value time.
That phrase, that's the absolute core of it, isn't it? Not because of bad luck, but because he didn't value time. It shifts the blame entirely, away from the external things he always blamed, and squarely onto his internal choices, his actions, or rather his inactions.
Yeah.
And it forces us to ask, doesn't it? How many times do we blame bad luck for missed chances or failures, when really they're the direct result of our own procrastination, our own poor valuation of time?
It's about moving from that external to an internal locus of control, taking responsibility, a really powerful lesson. Okay, so let's circle back to the village. The wise man finishes the story, looks at the lazy boy. And the boy, silent, totally absorbed. He got it. He understood his mistake.
Moment of impact.
Yeah, feeling deep shame, the source says, but also clarity, a newfound understanding. He thanks the wise man, promises to change.
And his realization is simple but profound. Time is priceless, and once it's gone, it never comes back. It finally clicked.
It wasn't just words anymore.
No, it was a core truth he felt. And that transformed his shame into real commitment. It's that critical self-reflection, maybe the kind the king's friend never reached until it was way too late. It's the shift from just knowing there's a problem to actually owning it.
And the results. The source says the impact was almost immediate, which is hopeful. He goes home, starts working hard, crucially, stops delaying, starts finishing things on time.
That's the key behavior change.
And slowly, surely, success starts coming. His family, friends, they start respecting him again. He becomes happier, more confident.
It's a beautiful illustration that change is possible. And the rewards for valuing times, they're real, tangible. They transform everything, his work, his self-worth, his relationships.
It's the perfect, hopeful counterpoint to the friend's tragedy, isn't it?
Absolutely. It shows valuing time isn't just about dodging regret. It's about actively building a better, more fulfilling life. The respect, happiness, confidence, they're direct results of using that asset well. He essentially built a new decision architecture for himself, focused on action.
Okay, so this brings us to the wider wisdom here, connecting it directly to all of us listening. The source hammers it home. In real life, time is more valuable than gold. It's our most precious asset. It's limited, it's finite, so we have to use it wisely.
This isn't just a nice saying, it's fundamental, backed up by countless stories of success and regret.
And there's this really meaningful quote shared from a grandfather: only those who ignore time will understand its true value.
Yeah. But sadly, only after facing hardship.
Ouch. It underlines that the lesson often comes with a high price, an irreversible cost, which really pushes the need for proactive change, doesn't it?
It really does. And then there's that powerful proverb. If you value time, time will value you. But if you waste time, time will destroy your life.
Destroy your life. That sounds harsh, but it's about the compounding effect, right? Small wastes add up.
Exactly. It's not just poetic. It's a stark warning about where consistent choices lead over time.
And to make this concrete, the source gives these incredibly relatable examples, like a passenger who misses a train by just 1 minute. They feel the value of that minute intensely.
Or a student who fails an exam. They know deep down the devastating value of that lost year.
Yeah, these aren't abstract ideas. They're gut-wrenching, real experiences of lost time, lost opportunity.
And that's what makes the abstract idea of value of time so concrete, so emotionally real. It's undeniable proof that time has this measurable, often painful impact. It reinforces the core message. You really can achieve almost anything if you use time properly.
Oh.
But if you waste it, you lose chances.
Yeah.
You live with regret. Every minute is a choice point.
So the final advice from the source seems incredibly clear, very practical. Use your time wisely. Spend those precious moments with family. Enjoy time with friends.
Yes.
And also work hard for your dreams, your goals.
It's about balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
And purpose. Consciously deciding where that limited, invaluable resource goes. Building that intentional life structure we mentioned.
What a journey this deep dive has been, really unpacking the price of procrastination. We've seen how that seemingly small habit, I'll do it later, can genuinely steal our dreams, leading to that kind of regret the king's friend felt so deeply. And we touched on some of the psychology behind it too, that present bias, the planning fallacy, blaming external factors. It helps explain why it's so common. But the central truth seems clear. Valuing our time isn't just about being efficient. It's about actively shaping our own destiny.
It really is. And that story of the king's friend, it's not just some old fable. It's like a mirror, isn't it?
How so?
It reflects the opportunities we might be letting slip away in our own busy, distracted lives. Often because of these very human biases. We all have our own treasury, right? Goals, ambitions, precious moments with people we care about. And how we approach that treasury, whether we act or delay, it determines if we face shut doors or enjoy the rewards.
That's a powerful way to put it. So for you listening right now, think about your own treasury, your goals, your dreams, those important moments. What gold and jewels, metaphorically speaking, might you be leaving on the table right now by hitting snooze, giving into that present bias, or just putting off your passions?
Yeah, and that leads to a really important question, maybe the question to take away. What is one small thing, one tangible step you can take today to start treating your time less like just a ticking clock and more like the priceless destiny-shaping asset it truly is? Think about what before sunset means for your most important tasks right now, and then crucially, do something about it.